Check it. What is up, guys? I got an update for you for GME stock, just GameStop stock only. We're going to be talking about my brackets briefly, where I think GME can go, price points, how high I think this thing can reach based off technical analysis and my personal opinions. And I'm also going to talk about the fundamentals and technicals and what I'm looking at for GME stock. I also failed to mention that there is a golden cross on the 4-hour time frame for GME stock. I failed to mention that in this video. I do talk about the golden cross on the weekly time frame, but there's a golden cross on the 4-hour time frame, which is also extremely bullish for this stock. So let's go ahead and check out the charts, the data, and see what we have going on. Alright, we are back, and in this video we're going to be looking at GME stock, GameStop. I had a couple people ask me about GameStop in my last video, and I did ask, what stocks do you want me to talk about? What do you want to see? And a lot of people asked about GameStop. I also like covering cryptocurrency, so if you want to see cryptocurrency, let me know down in the comments. But they did ask for a brackets video. My brackets would be basically the same for AMC. So if you watch my AMC video, it would definitely be like 50, then 150 to 100, then 250 to 200, then all the way up to 1,000. So it'd be like 500 and then 1,000. I would sell a little bit of shares each price. Like I would have, if I have 100 shares, I would sell 5% of shares at this price, 5% of shares at the next price, and so on and so forth. So go ahead and watch my AMC video to get a bracket idea. But basically for support and resistance, the price points that I'd be looking for, once we break past $28, this thing could easily shoot up to 36, from 36 to 46, from 46 to 60, to 60 to 66, 85, and then all the way to 120. I do believe that just based off technical analysis alone, as you guys can see, GameStop is in a massive falling wedge, like huge, absolutely huge. And to get the breakout point, you would take the bottom of the move to the top of the move, and you could easily see that if we broke out at the bottom of the wedge, you could get about a little past 120. If we break out here recently, like if AMC starts running and then GME runs off sympathy play, something like that, you could get all the way up to 140. So I am looking for GME to be able to easily hit 120, 140, just off technical analysis alone. And if you use the Fibonacci retracement, you can also find levels there at about $120, 140 as well. So for as far as realistic peaks for GME, 120, 140 is very, very realistic, very, very easy for this stock, especially with this massive technical breakout of this falling wedge. And we also have the smaller falling wedge, the macro breakout, where we did get a super trend buy signal here on the 4-hour. So if you go ahead and put on the super trend, you can check that out. And if you look on the daily and on the daily time frame, not the 4-hour, you do have a buy signal on the super trend, and that is a very, very bullish indicator, especially on the daily time frame. As you guys can see, you don't get very many daily buy signals, and when you do, every time you get daily buy signals, you get at least like a 30-50% run. So we get a buy signal down here at the low, boom, buy signal down here at the low, we have this run, buy signal, we have this run, and of course the legendary buy signal, boom, run, legendary buy signal, legendary buy signal. So of course this is extremely bullish, and we haven't had a buy signal for quite some time on GME. So I am looking for upside on GME, especially once we break the sloping resistance that I have marked in red. I also have these overall support and resistances marked. Once we get past this zone right here between 22 and 24 bucks, this would kind of be like the golden zone that I talk about on AMC. Once we get past this, we should have a nice pop to the upside. I'm expecting it to easily go to 28, 30 bucks, and this could happen next week. This could happen next week if it gets a sympathy play off of AMC, but it would need a catalyst, a catalyst to kind of push it up. The most interesting thing about GME to me is the fact that we have 59% of the float locked up in computer share. That means that 59% of this float is locked up and cannot be moved or shorted, and that really helps them make less liquidity in the stock itself, and it really makes it hard for shorts to get shares available to borrow. Now, as you guys can see, they do get shares available to borrow, but it makes it a little bit harder to short GME stock because you cannot short shares that are DRS, and it also makes it a little bit more secure, and it locks up the float and makes liquidity less, which could make the short squeeze happen, because when you know that there's a lack of liquidity, that is when short squeezes happen. GME's short interest is also extremely high, 22.24% reported by Fintel. So this is the official Fintel for GameStop, official Fintel short interest for GameStop. As you guys can see, 22.24% short interest is plenty for a short squeeze. Anything over 10% is definitely enough for a short squeeze. So GME definitely has enough short interest for a short squeeze. Cost to borrow has been steadily trending down since 12/19 of 2022, ever since that big massive run up that we have seen. So cost to borrow is slowly getting less, but it's holding around this 12% level, and has been holding for this 12% level for quite some time. So I'm expecting it to stay around 12% for cost to borrow for GME. Failure to delivers, we don't have very many failure to delivers for GME, not like AMC. So that is not something that I'm looking at for GME. We did have failure to delivers before when we see massive price run-ups, but failure to delivers right now, they aren't reporting anything. As you guys can see, this would be like the closeout dates. We don't have any closeout dates. The last closeout date was the 31st of the first month of this 2023. And as you guys can see, so there is no failure deliveries to be reported so far, and we will get this month's so all the failure delivers are basically a month behind, so we will get this month's data next month, so we will see what's going on with that. But like I said, the most interesting thing for GME is the fact that they locked up 59% of the float in computer share, and that could play a particular role in the fundamentals of the squeeze. Also, the fundamentals of the GME business itself, with them going into the NFT marketplace and things like that, could also play a part in the squeeze, especially if the crypto markets start to take off again. We could definitely see that play a huge part in the GME squeeze and the overall MOAS. So those are all things that I'm looking at fundamentally wise when it comes to GME, all the fundamental data. Again, technical data, this buy signal that we have on GME. We also have the Bollinger Bands looking like a big move is coming. As you guys can see, Bollinger Bands getting very, very tight. I always talk about the Bollinger Bands in my videos because they are a great indicator for moves to come, as they get very, very tight when a big move is coming. And as you guys can see here on the weekly time frame, they are constricting together, getting very, very tight, meaning a big move is possibly on the horizon. As you guys can see, Bollinger Bands get tight, big move comes. Bollinger Bands are getting tight. As you guys can see, they start to curl in on themselves. Boom, big move to the upside. And they were overextended here, and they became overextended. But as you guys can see, Bollinger Bands get tight here, big move to the downside. It doesn't tell you what side the move is going to be. It's just saying, hey, a big move is coming. Price is consolidating. So that is what I'm looking at on technical analysis for GME. Another interesting thing that I have seen is the EMAs have been in the golden cross on the weekly ever since the big run up. So we still have a weekly golden cross on GME ever since the big run up on the EMAs and the MAs, the moving averages and the estimated moving averages. This is the 50, the golden one, and the white ones are the 200 moving average. Anytime the 50 crosses above the 200, that is a golden cross. That is an extremely bullish signal. And we have this bullish golden cross on the weekly, and we've had it ever since that massive run up to the upside. So there is bullishness in this stock, and we also have bullish weekly MACD, which is extremely bullish. Anything on the bigger time frame is really, really bullish, and we have low RSI, which means we have a lot of room to run to the upside. As you guys can see, RSI got extremely overextended when we had that big run up, and we are very, very low. RSI is getting very, very low, and when RSI trades close to 30, that is normally an indication of a short squeeze. And as you can see, RSI is at 41.89 on the weekly time frame. So there's many indications, like on AMC, that GME could have a potential short squeeze. Low RSI, green weekly MACD, Bollinger Bands getting tight on the weekly time frame, technical breakouts like this falling wedge breakout, bullish buy signals like the super trend, and improving fundamentals, as well as the float being locked up by computer share. That is one of the things unique to GME. So those are the things that I'm looking at for GME. Hopefully you found the video informative. I know I did. If you did, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe for more content like this, and if you want to see other stocks, go ahead and let me know what types of stocks you want to see or what types of videos you want to see, and I'll go ahead and try to make those videos. But as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. Alright guys, that was the video. Hopefully you found it informative. I know I did. If you did, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe for more content like this, and remember you can check out my Discord absolutely free and my Twitter for updates, stock picks, and live stock streaming. All of that coming very soon. I'm dropping the stock picks now, and I plan on doing the streams very soon. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.